July is Disability Pride Month, a time to celebrate people with disabilities. But I wasn't always proud to be me. I hid everywhere I could because I was very ashamed of being disabled. I couldn't stand images of myself, and it didn't even enter my brain how someone could possibly see me and want anything to do with me. I would use a Photoshop picture of a polar bear reading a newspaper instead of my profile picture. I would avoid dating sites that required pictures, and I wouldn't participate in any video. Anytime I saw my own image, the only thing I could focus on was the trach tube sticking out of my throat, the bright white tubing and the ties, the wheelchair with wires sticking out from all the sides. I would focus on using a headrest for my head because I was too weak to hold up my own skull from years of staying inside and not practicing being in the wheelchair. When you look so different compared to anybody else, you begin to feel isolated. You begin to feel alone. Unfortunate relationships with nasty people who would insult how disabled I look would put cracks in the foundation of my self-confidence. The final straw came when someone I considered a trusted friend asked why I was bothering to try improving anything, because in her opinion, I would look extremely medical no matter what I did. This comment would go on to cause me to stop caring about my appearance altogether. People wouldn't like me no matter what I did, so who cares? But over time, I was growing tired of being afraid. I grew tired of limiting my own potential. Little by little, things would change. A conversation with a good friend encouraging me to dress a little bit better. Another pushing me to publish something I wrote and put my picture in the bio. This would give me the courage to start asking for advice on things that I could improve, things that were under my control. One by one, little tiny encouragements began to snowball. Self-confidence takes time to grow, but it can be accomplished. You start to learn which things can be controlled by you and which things are out of your control. You start to learn what simply cannot be changed. I cannot get up and start dancing like Channing Magic Mike Tatum. I'd also never have abs like his unless you paid me $1 million and gave me access to someone who's really good at Photoshop. But what I could do was start working on my wardrobe, fix my hair, work on my speeches, and start finding friends who supported me for who I really was. It took hours and hours of self-reflection, talking to friends, and even a few therapy sessions to really get it into my brain that people could see past the wheelchair and all of the medical stuff that goes with it. I could start improving how I dress, and I could in fact even find a girlfriend, someone who loved me for many, many years. It took me a long time to be able to look into the mirror and say, "Hello, I'm Steve. I have spinal muscular atrophy, a terminal illness that will end my life one day. But until that day, I've got a lot of people who need my help." You can be this way too. You might be ashamed today. You might not feel comfortable in your own skin, and there might be aspects of your personality you don't like. But I'm telling you, all of those things can change. You can improve them. You can become a better version of yourself. But in order to do that, you have to stop listening to the negative people who tell you to stop dreaming. You have to stop listening to the people who don't want you to become the person that you could truly be, if only you made the first move. Remind yourself that you only get one life. You only get one go around. Don't let society tell you that you're not valuable. You are valuable. It took me years and a lot of soul searching to not just accept, but be proud of who I am. It won't happen overnight, but you can start on your journey to being proud of who you are right here and right now. Thanks for checking out this week's video. I wish you the very best on your journey to being proud of the person you will be tomorrow, and I hope I'm able to help. Let me know in the comments below if this video helped you in any way. If you enjoyed, I've got a hunch you might like these other videos as well.